Hey friends, Lori here. I'm back to start my last reading vlog of 2020. This year has been so crazy and insane, positive and negative on both sides of the equation. But I'm really just going to take you along for my last couple of days in 2020 and the start of 2021, and we're going to wrap up this year. We'll probably do a little bit of reflecting, but I definitely have some plans. I'm actually in the middle of like filming a bunch of stuff because in my last reading vlog, I finished reading Tower of Nero, which was the last read that I thought would make my top reads of the year list. So now I'm just kind of going through everything and kind of like prepping some videos. My computer takes a while to like upload stuff, and I don't have a lot of storage on my computer, so I'm kind of prepping. But other than the planning stuff, I have chose my next two reads. There were two books that I had started this year, and just like timing or neglect, I just never got around to finishing them. So the two books I'm going to start this reading vlog with are actually ebooks that I have. The one is from my library, and it's A Code of Love and Heartbreak, or the Code of Heart. I think it's called The Code of Love and Heartbreak. But it's by Gillian Cantor, and it's an ebook that I got from my library, and it's an Emma retelling. It's not that long. It's only like 288 pages, but I just got it back from my library because my hold expired. So that's one book I would love to finish before the end of the year, and also The Thief's Daughter by Jeff Wheeler, which is a sequel to The Queen's Poisoner, which is like an adult series, and I've really been struggling with adult series this year. I read a couple. I read The Assassin's Apprentice by Robin Hobb. I read City of Brass. I read Mistborn. And I pretty much struggled with all of them, I'll be honest. Like, I really struggled with all of them. The only one that I didn't struggle with was The Queen's Poisoner by Jeff Wheeler. So I'm going to try the sequel, and those are the two books I'm going to start this reading vlog out with. I honestly don't anticipate getting a lot of reading done for the first 2 days of this because I have to film a bunch, but I will probably read a little bit tomorrow, like in the interim, but I do have to do like a bunch of little stuff. I also do want to watch Mulan and Mary Poppins tonight, but I definitely have to upload some clips first before I do that. So I am going to go back and I'm going to do some organizing. I just wanted to come in and start this reading vlog and give you guys kind of a breakdown of what I hope to accomplish. But I will check in when I actually start reading tonight, hopefully, and we'll kind of check base and see how I'm doing at the moment. So, see you guys in a bit. Bye. And Lori here, I'm back. It is December 30th. So I have one more full day before New Year's Eve, which means I have a lot of stuff I have to get done. I have a lot of filming stuff I have to get done. I have a lot of errandy stuff. I have to film quite a few videos. They finally, Coffee, Books, and Bullet Journals finally posted their Avengers reading challenges for 2021, and I have to start thinking about that. So I have a bunch of stuff to do. Last night, I didn't read a whole lot, but I do want to talk a little bit about the book I'm in the middle of because I think I started it during the reading rush, and I just never got around to finishing it. But it's the sequel to The Queen's Poisoner, which was the only fantasy adult series this year that I actually really liked. But this is the second book. It follows Owen Cascadon. In the first book, he was a prisoner of war, and in the second book, he's basically, he's more involved in the war element, and that is sometimes when these books lose me with the war elements. So I'm hopeful that there's enough balance in this book that there is like something that still captures me. His writing style is super easy to follow, Jeff Wheeler, and I'm really liking that. But basically, his childhood friend, this is in like the first 25 pages, has been forced to do something that he doesn't necessarily approve of, and it's a girl. And he's being forced to do something by the king. She's being forced to do something by the king. So yeah, I am going to take most of the day today and kind of run down my to-do list. I have quite a few things I have to do. First thing I have to do is film both my top reads of the year. I'm going to start filming, and I think I said this before, my computer has like horrible memory, so if I film a video, I can like take a minute and like do something. So I'll probably like play some Animal Crossing, play some Mario. Just so I'm not staring at a computer all day, but I also do have to do a lot of stuff. So I'm gonna go get to work, and I'll talk to you guys when I'm done, when I'm made some progress, and I'll update you guys. Bye. Hey guys, Laura here, just checking back in. It is about 11 o'clock. I did wind up filming about 2 videos. I wound up wrapping up my top 10 reads of the year for both genres that I read. So that took a long time to film, and I'm just hopeful it processes a little bit faster, but I'm going to try to do the rest of my videos before I tackle the insanity that is my January TBR. Oh my goodness, I have so much stuff to do for that. So I'm just taking my time, but I have quite a few videos I still need to film. I haven't even started my planner stuff yet, but I just wanted to do a quick check-in and say that I was able to film 2 videos, which was my plan for the morning, but I still have a lot more other things to do. So I'm going to get back to work, and I'll update you guys when I can. Bye. It's Laura here, just checking back in. I am still blogging. I am still doing my R&D stuff, but I am going to take a little bit of a break and hope that my computer uploads the video, because I have a lot more I want to film today. But if it doesn't and I'm still struggling, I might take a little bit of a reading break, because I really haven't dived into my book at all because I've been doing so many filming stuff, or I might play Animal Crossing. So I'm going to take a little bit of break. I'm going to eat. I did make some plan on my planner. I did come up with my first series. I'll see if I can show you. Sometimes seeing stuff on these computers is a little bit more challenging. But I did make my NetGalley list for the first couple of months. I did make my top reads of the year, that list. I did make my backlist list. I did make my sequels, and then I did do my backlist sequels that I want to try. So I'm just going to try to do 5 per list. Some do overlap, I'll be honest. Some are overlapping, but I think it will make me less anxious than last time I did this. But I'm going to go take a little bit of a break. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys in a little bit. Bye. It's Laura here. I am still not even close to being done, but I am making slow progress. So I have about 4 more videos to film that are not next year related. These are all I still have to do my TBR and stuff, but I did make some progress. I can actually probably check some more stuff off my list once I get to that point. But I will say that I did make all of my lists for the first 4 months, I'll say. I have my sequel list, I have my NetGalley list, I have my top reads of the 21, I have my backlist reads, I have my sequels that are coming out in 2021 that I want to tackle, and then I have my backlist sequels that will probably be my longest list, which has 10 because they're all out. So this, and then there's another page that I'm going to sort of be pulling stuff from. Let me see if I can find it. But they have a book series tracker. So I have these series as well that are kind of on that list, which is about 11, and I'm probably going to chat about those in that video as well. I'm making some progress. I definitely knew today was going to be a really slow reading day because I just have books everywhere, and I also really want to reorganize my shelves, which it's probably going to take me at least a couple hours. But I always feel that when New Year's wrapping up, I want to kind of get everything organized. I know that me and my mom were going to go shopping tomorrow and stuff like that, so I don't know when I'm going to get time to read. Hopefully in a little bit. But I'm going to go organize more, film a couple more videos for you guys, and I'll check back in with you guys when I can. Bye. Back. It's about 6:27. I am not done yet, but you know what? I am determined to do what I have to do. So let's just do a check-in. I still have to film 3 more videos, and after I film those 3 videos, I am going to really look at my book collection, and I'm kind of going to tackle some, get rid of some, just kind of start thinking about my collection. I have a lot of bookshelves in my room, and I just kind of want to make it a little bit more organized. I'm going to read backs of books. That's going to take me a long time. And then once I'm done with that, and I have organized everything and looked at all my books on my shelves, I am going to choose my January TBR. That's the last thing I'm doing, because once I feel like I have all my books in a collection, I will be able to pull from stuff. And I will also go over in one of my videos how I'm going to do my TBRs this year. So I'm going to go do that, and I will see you guys on the flip side when I'm at least done filming all the videos I have to film right now. I'll probably check back in. Bye, guys. Friends, Laura here. I'm back for, according to my schedule, we are at the tail end of Bookmas. I have 2 more videos after this one left. We are well into the end of January. I hope you guys are liking these videos. They have been super fun to make, and I hope to do it again next year. So this video I'm going to focus on is how I'm going to do my lists, because last year my list really didn't work. they were a little bit overwhelming to me. So I decided to shorten my list and just have a shorter list of books to pull from for my immediate TBR. So I'm going to show you guys what I'm talking about, because I am using my little Inkling design planner for this part anyway. So right now I have a couple of different lists. I have a NetGalley list, I have a top reads of the year list, I have a backlist list, I have a sequels that are coming out in 2021, and I have a backlist. So every list has between 5 and 10 things. So I'm just going to go over them with you and then go over like what my plan of attack is. So for my NetGalley list, the 5 books I'm going to choose to focus on is Van Beeker's Book 3, Fable and Namesake, All the Tides in Fate, Sky Hunter, and Taste of Love. So those are all my NetGalley books that I want to focus on for the first 2 to 3 months of the year. Probably the first 2 months for NetGalley because I actually have complete access to those. For the top reads of the year, these are a little bit pull out to like March because some of them don't come out till March. But we have Laura by Alex Bracken, Wings of Ebony, World Between Blanks, Chain of Iron, and Lost in a Never Woods. Most of those do come out in January, but I'm just limiting my like focus. Backlist books are Legendborn, Kingdom of the Wicked, These Violent Delights, Rent a Boyfriend, Thrill Like a Boy, and Girl in a Blue Coat. That's 6. Sequels that come out in 2021 are Vows So Bold and Deadly, All the Tides in Fate, Bridge of Souls, Chain of Iron, and Bone Crier Dawn. Those come out between January to March. And then my backlist sequels books that I do want to tackle, I actually have 10, which is going to be the most of the books I'll probably be pulling from, is Soul of Sword, Soul of Stars, Firekeeper, Going Viral, Melissa Alpert's Book 2, Blood and Honey, Lara Jean Book 3, The Unwanted's Book 2, Wings of Fire Book 2, and A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. So those are going to be like, I guess about like the 20 books I'm going to be pulling from for my TBR. I also am, of course, going to add other books in. I'm doing a couple of challenges this year. I'm doing the Avengers reading challenge that Coffee Books and Bullet Journals is hosting. I also always do the TBR and Beyond reading challenges when they pop up like monthly. But then I'm also just going to pop books in that I want to read. I do have my mini like challenge goals, like, you know, I want to read a certain amount of number of books every single month. So that's what I'm going to try to figure out for like the rest of tonight and stuff. But for the first couple of months, these are going to be the books that I'm focused on. And then when I finish these books, I will make new lists. I just feel like it's easier to focus on, but also reward-wise, every single time I finish a full list, I can go buy myself a couple of books because at that point I'll be starting to give them away. But also, I'm going to do a new thing that I got an idea from this, both from Haley and Bookland, but also a couple of other authors. I'm going to do at the start of the year or tonight or tomorrow. I'm going to pre-order like one book for every single month. So like a book for January, a book for February, a book for March, and then those will just automatically come. And then, you know, if Owl Crate is getting a book, I might just like cancel my pre-order. But at least I'll have them pre-ordered. I'll have the money put aside already, and I know that they're going to come eventually. So then whenever I finish, like let's say I read all my NetGalley books, well, then, you know, I will, probably NetGalley probably won't have, but like when I finish all my NetGalley books, I will go and I can, you know, buy myself a couple of books. Or when I finish my top reads of the year, I can go buy myself a new release. When I do my backlist, I can go buy myself. So every single time I read about, I complete a full list, I can treat myself to something. But also if I don't complete these by early April, then I can't buy books for like a month. So I'm just sort of lessening my books to pull from because I think that's what's overwhelming me so much. And then I will also have like other things, like I'll get e-arcs and stuff like that. I am also going to ALA, but it's just a smaller pool, and then my rewards will kind of change. I'm also going to be journaling this year and a couple of other things, but I just want to have like, I do very, very well with like reward-based systems, I've noticed. So if I do have that, I think it will be a little bit helpful. So this was a really, really short video. I hope I explained that. But basically, whenever I complete part of my list, I can reward myself with something. But I'm going to really try to limit my book buying for the foreseeable future. It may not be super successful, but we'll see. But that is how I'm going to do it. So I'm just going to have shorter lists that are pulled from my big list that I made when I was filming all these videos, but just so it's just easier to keep track of, and it's just easier to choose my focus so that books don't stay on my TBR forever and they just kind of get shut down. So like by March or by April or May, I will have read all my March books, so that it's just a quicker way to get them off my TBR rather than waiting until March to read them. So it's just a quicker way to get them, and I'm just trying to not be. I still do like mood reading, I do, but I'm still very much a seasonal reader, but I want to just start once I get a book on my TBR to read it. I think that will make my life a little bit easier, so I won't have this monumental amount of books at the end of the year that you guys will see in my next couple of videos. So thank you guys for staying with me during Bookmas, this super delayed Bookmas, and I will talk to you guys for my next video. Bye. Hi guys, Lori here. I'm back for the second to last day of Bookmas. So this video is a little bit unlike what I normally do, but I have been talking more about my fandom life in these videos. So I wanted to focus on the top 5 TV shows I want to tackle in the first couple of months of the year. We don't know how COVID is going to go. We don't know how anything else is going to go. So I'm just assuming it's going to be very similar to 2020, which means I have a lot of downtime to watch TV shows, especially after I prep the rest of my lessons for the year. I know that sounds like it's so far out, but it's really easier to do it that way because it's very, very time consuming. So once I get that done, I will have a little bit more leisure time to kind of watch. So I'm going to kind of focus on the 5 shows I want to hope to finish. Jack Ryan is a show on Prime that I have never watched. I love John Krasinski and I love action and adventure shows. So that is definitely one that I really, really would like to watch, and I've heard great things. I think at this point I'm probably 2 seasons behind, but it's high on my list to watch. Also, I need to finish Avatar: The Last Airbender, and the problem with Avatar: The Last Airbender is I'm watching it as I'm watching 2 episodes and then I'm listening to a podcast, and because I'm not commuting, it just really affects my time to listen, especially because I'm home and I'm not, it's just another layer, and I'm also not bike riding a lot because it's cold outside, so it's just less time to actually get bike riding in and to actually have listening time. So I'm hopeful that I can figure out a way to actually listen to my podcast or just watch it and then listen to the episodes later, which is a possibility. But after I do Avatar, I'm probably going to want to go straight into Korra, which is another show that I've heard incredible things about, and it's kind of connected back to reading because then there's graphic novels and there's tie-in stuff that I'm going to want to read and watch. So again, it's just kind of all comes together in the end. But the next one I really do want to finish is a show I'm actually in the middle of watching, and it's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I fell off this bandwagon quite a few years ago when I was doing Willy Wonka, which legit seems like a millennia ago. But when I was doing Willy Wonka, I really didn't watch anything. So I have a season and a half left, and they're pretty long seasons. They're 22 episodes. So I'm hopeful that I can catch up on that one in early 2021 and put it to bed, and then be able to move on to some more supernatural shows. I have a couple other ones that I want to watch. They're just not I'm not ready for them. And then I talked about Korra, which is another one that once I finish Avatar will probably get replaced. And Sabrina the Teenage Witch is another show that I'm in the middle of. So I'm just going to try to be a little bit more organized in what I'm watching, because I feel like I fall so far behind if I take, a couple of months off for watching it. I also need to catch up on my current TV shows like The Good Doctor, This Is Us, Good Doctor, This Is Us, and I think that's it. I have to catch up on those 2 because Legacies is coming back in early January. Nancy Drew's coming back in early January, and also we're getting Walker Texas Rangers is just premiering, and I want to be caught up so I don't have to feel a little bit overwhelmed. So you guys will definitely be seeing these throughout my reading vlogs, but also like when I wrap up my month, and I'll kind of give you guys my thoughts. If you guys do want to see like full fleshed out vlogs or my full thoughts, let me know. I normally do like brief summaries in those videos, but if you're really interested and want me to do like a specific focused reading vlog, just comment below and I'll try to put that in my docket. This was a really short video, but I just wanted to kind of, again, hold myself a little bit more accountable to the TV shows I want to focus on. And then once I finish these 4, I'll come back in with you guys and I'll check in. I'll do like a longer wrap up of each one, and then I'll kind of choose my next 5 shows to focus on. Yes, I'm trying to be a little bit more organized for 2021. I don't know if it's going to be super successful, but I do like to plan. So, hope you guys like this video. Tell me in the comments what are some TV shows and movies or TV shows that you really want to watch in 2021. And I'll talk to you guys later for my next video. Bye, guys. It's Lori here. I'm back. Oh my god, it's New Year's Eve. It is the 31st. Yesterday was chaos. I spent the whole day filming, and then I spent the second half of the day organizing my bedroom and my books. I'm still not done. I went to bed at like 11:30 at night, and I still wasn't done with everything. But we were supposed to go shopping today, but it's kind of a crappy day, so I don't know if we're actually gonna do anything. But I still do have a lot of stuff I have to get done today. It is 8:30 in the morning, so I still have to film like a video, actually 2 videos, and I have to figure out my TBR for January. That is tomorrow. So I need to do that. And I'm doing this new reading challenge with the Avengers Initiative, which is hosted by Coffee Books and Bullet Journal. Sorry, I just woke up. I'm a little bit out of it. But I have to like figure out that because it's super complicated. And I also have books I want to organize. So I have a bunch of stuff I want to do. But I am happy with my new organizational system, which is good. I just have a couple of bookshelves that don't really have like a home or like a goal. So I'm gonna take like after I film my video and after I do like my other R&D stuff, I'm going to do my TBR. That's my next big project for January. So I'm gonna go film that video because if I did it last night, I would have looked like I was drunk because I was so tired. But yeah, so I'm off to do my errands, and I will come back when I'm ready to start thinking about my January TBR, and maybe we'll talk through it a little bit. Bye guys. It's Laura here. I actually went out. I went to town. I went to run a few errands with my mom. I went to the bank. I am making my way steadily through my my planner and my errands. I still have not tackled my TBR yet, but that's probably going to be the last thing I do because it's a little bit complicated. But I did choose my books for the month, for the TBR, for the YA reading challenge. So I'm going to go eat my piggies in the blanket that my dad just made. And then I'll come back and I'm going to like finish prepping my planner. And then I'm probably really going to dive into my TBR. That's like the next big thing I need to do. Yeah, that's probably the next big thing I really need to do. And then I will come back in and check. I really hope to read at some point today. That's my goal, to spend the rest of the day reading. But I am someone that's always like a goal-focused person, and if I don't finish my work, then I feel like I can't play. So, and reading to me is playing, and reading is relaxing. So, I'm off to go finish my piggies in a blanket, and then I will check in with you guys when I'm about to start my TBR, and maybe we'll talk through it a little bit. But I also need to organize my books. So I have a couple of things I have to do, but I'll report back when I'm ready to start planning my TBR, which should take me about an hour to organize my books before then. But talk to you guys in a bit. Bye. Laura here, I'm back. I actually did wind up figuring out my TBR, which I'm really excited about. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna spend like 45 minutes. Actually, it was very, I'll say. I'm doing 2 competing challenges that like have to work together. So I actually I'm trying to make sure that all my books fit the way that I want them to. But it's going to be fun. It's like an Avenger theme reading challenge. Coffee Books and Bullet Journals is hosting it. But I think I'm going to take the next like hour and I'm going to organize my books. I have a lot of different bookshelves and book carts in my room, so I want to make them all like a little bit more like cohesive and make sense. So I'm going to try to figure that part out now. And I doubt I'm going to finish any books tonight, but I might. We'll see. I'm going to give myself like an hour and a half to film the video that I have to film and clean and organize my bedroom because everyone's always laughing at me because I like to start the new year fresh. And I did a lot of stuff that I had to do previously, like I ran my errands. I still have to do a couple of things and officially switch over to my new planner that I'm going to start using tomorrow. But other than that, I'm pretty much set to start the new year. But I want to film that video, and I really want to read. I haven't read in like 2 days, and I've missed it. And I know I have like a couple of videos that I need to watch. So I'm going to go organize my books, which is going to take me probably about as much time as it did yesterday, I'll be honest. Like, I was literally up until like 9, 10, 11 o'clock last night. But it's just important that I have everything organized. So that's what I'm going to do. I have a couple places to organize, and I might actually get rid of a couple more books. We'll see. I got rid of like 2 big bags full of books earlier. The irony of my life, I got rid of 1 book and I need it for a reading challenge. So, but I'll just grab the audiobook on Audible. So I'm going to go figure that out, and I'll talk to you guys in a bit. Bye. Hey, I am back. I finally cleaned my whole room, which for me is quite ambitious because it's a lot of stuff to clean. So the good news is I did figure out my TBR for January, which I am including both the TBR and Beyond Reading Challenge, but also the Avengers Reading Challenge. And I did most of everything that I wanted to do. There's still like one thing I still need to do, but you know what? I'm in the mood to read. So I'm going to go film my January TBR, and then I'm just going to kind of dive into my book. I don't know if I'm necessarily going to finish anything tonight, which was the plan, but it is my goal to finish it. And yeah, we'll kind of touch base because I really haven't read for the past 2 days. This vlog has had no reading in it, like, at all. I read a little bit today, but not a lot. So I'm going to go film that video that I need to go film, which is my January TBR. And then I'm going to check back in with you guys and just kind of assess where I am. What I'm in the middle of reading. Do I want to keep reading that? Such. Because I have options. So I'm just kind of thinking through that. But let me go film my January TBR, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Flurry here. I'm finally reading, and boy, does it feel good. So it's about 5:12. This has been such a weird reading vlog, guys. I really apologize. I was trying so hard to get everything done. I said this before in a lot of other reading vlogs, or just life in general. I'm very much like a very, very goal-oriented person. So if I know I have stuff I have to get done, I won't let myself relax. I won't let myself watch TV. I won't let myself do anything fun until I do all my work. And for the past 2 days, I filmed like 11 YouTube videos. I cleaned my room. I got rid of books. I did a lot of things. So I'm finally sitting down. Oh my goodness, it feels so good. I feel like I've been running for like 2 days. But I was in the middle of reading The Thief's Daughter, which is by Jeff Wheeler, which is a sequel I was in the middle of reading. But I'm really unsure if I'm going to finish that tonight. So I went back to The Code of Love and Heartbreak by Jillian Cantor, which is a book I was also in the middle of reading. Those were the 2 books I was supposed to finish before the end of the year. I doubt that's going to happen. But I do think I could finish this one. So this one's like an Emma, it's like it's just like an Emma retelling. But it basically follows this girl named, Emma, that makes sense. Basically follows this girl named Emma, clearly. And she's kind of a little bit of an antisocial person. She, like, her sister has moved away to go to college, and she's in this coding club, and she makes an app that can kind of match people up. And she's kind of gets people, like, she kind of like winds up setting people up. She winds up working with someone that she really likes, and it's just cute. It's like, she's not like super social. She has some social quirks, but I always like the Emma story. I think the Emma story, Her as a Matchmaker, was probably one of my favorite classics. So I'm about, let's see, I'm on page 60, and the book's only 215 pages long. So the thing I'm going to do is I'm going to read until page 100, and then I'm going to go take a shower, and I'll probably update you guys in the interim of that as well. Like, in the middle, but I really am liking it. It's a very, very quick read, and it's only 215 pages, which is why I thought this would be a good read to start. And then I will probably dive back into The Thief's Daughter, because that's a longer book, but still shorter than anything else on my TBR. And because I'm not like rushing for the end of a reading goal, I don't feel that I'm obligated to like read some graphic novels. But I don't know, we'll see. But I definitely want to read a little bit more of this before I give you guys an update, because it's been a while since I've read this, like at the start of November. So I just want to get reacquainted back into the world. And now that I'm actually sitting down and reading, it's been a couple of days. I want to reacquaint myself. But I did do so many of my errands, and my room looks nice and organized. I'm happy about that. So I'm going to go back to reading, and I'll update you guys when I have imported my other video and I could see how long this reading vlog is, because it might be 30 minutes, and this might be a very, very weird reading log. But I'll let you guys know when I put all my footage into my computer. Bye, guys. Laura here, I'm back. It's about 5:32. I finally was able to input all my footage for a vlog that I didn't read a lot. I have a lot of footage. So what I'm probably going to do is I'm probably just going to read until the end of the evening, and then I will start a new reading vlog for the start of 2021. Oh my goodness, we're not in 2020 anymore. Yay. So I'm going to take a little bit of a break. I'm going to go probably work out, because I haven't worked out in a couple of days because I've been so like out of my mind. But then I'm gonna come back and I'm just gonna drive. I'm about 30% in to this book. I still really am liking it. It's definitely a quicker read, and I'm happy that I get to read it. So I'm going to read, go do my little errands, come back, read a little bit more, and then I'll update you again. But a dance is being added into the equation, and I think Emma is gonna fall for a person very unexpected to her. But I am off to go do my errands, and then I will come back and read for the rest of the evening with you guys. I hope you guys like this reading vlog. Bye. Laura here. I'm just checking back in. It's about 6:51. I did wind up getting up to page 105 out of 215 in my read of The Code of Love and Heartbreak. It's very much a fast-paced read. I read 3 coding books this year. I read Tweet Cute, which I still stand by is one of my favorite reads of the year. I read A Match Made in Medity. I think I read that this year. That was like another coding book. I feel like I read one more, but I can't think of the name of it. This book definitely has, like, of course, the classic twist, because it's like an Emma Woodhouse twist. I like how they portray Emma, because she's very much a little bit isolated. She's like a little bit socially awkward. The book starts off that her sister moves away, so she's with, she's definitely caught in like a love issue. Like, she has 2 potential boys that are like seem interested in her, but she's just not. That's not her focus. But her code project that wasn't super popular with her group got accepted, and then it led to some drama in like developing the code project. But I really like her as a character. She's very, very fun. And I like that they actually they kind of dived into bad behavior in dating and what that's like, and I think that was really good. But it's a very, very fast paced read. Like, I'm just, it's only 215 pages, so it's just like you just get a tinge of the story, but I really do like the retelling elements as well. So I'm going to keep reading, and I'll probably update you when I get up to page like 150 and give you guys my thoughts again, but I'm about 50% in. And I'm definitely going to play Animal Crossing tonight and figure out what I want to do for the rest of the night. All I want to do is read, because I really haven't read in like 2 days, so I feel like I've fallen a little bit behind. And I might watch Mulan as well tonight. So those are kind of my potential plans. Definitely reading is a focus, because I haven't read the past couple of days. But back I go to reading. I'm watching my YouTube videos that I have long neglected this week, and about to watch a stocking stuffer one, which would have been appropriate for Christmas, before Christmas, but here we are. Talk to you guys in a bit. Bye. Here, I'm back. I just wanted to do another quick update. Sorry for the changing of angle. But I did wind up getting up to page 125 in my book. I really am liking it. I forgot how much I like the Emma myth. Like, I watched the TV, no, not the TV show. It wasn't a TV show. It was it was like the mini YouTube series called Emma Woodhouse. I really like that. I like this story a lot. I think Emma in this story is a very different type of character, and I really like her. I also finally connected which person is who in the actual story, so it kind of gives me away like who I think she's gonna like wind up with. But I really am liking it. It's very, very fun. It's very, very quick. I like, I've said this before in a lot of my other contemporary videos. I like a project. I like when when they're working for a project. I like when the romance is kind of connected to that. I think it's great. I'm also using my mini planner as I'm watching some TBR videos or wrap up videos because I'm making a list of I was unaware how many book to movie or book to TV show adaptations came out this year. Like a lot more than I thought. So I'm making a little list for myself so that for like 2021 adaptations, I will have a little list to keep a nose out on. But I'm really liking my book. So I'm gonna go back to reading. I'll update you guys when I read about 25 more pages or 50 pages. My goal was to update you guys at 250. So I'm gonna do that and I'll talk to you guys in a little bit. Right here, just checking back in. It's 8:22. I end up getting up to page 150 in my book, which according to Goodreads, I'm further behind, but I think it's a different edition. But I am really intrigued to see how it ends. You can really see that even in like such a small page book, you could really see Emma growing so much in this short read. I keep saying it's short because it's not even 300 pages, and sometimes like I read recommended for you this year. Yeah, I read it like a couple of weeks, actually probably like a week ago at this point, and I thought the pacing of that book, it was a little bit hard to feel super connected to those characters. But this characters I'm really feeling. Maybe it's because I know the Emma story, so I know how it's gonna end. But I really do like the coding element. I also like how can math figure out who you're meant to be with, and it's just interesting because like she's very much a math based person. She really reminds me of a friend of mine that I have who claims she's very math based. And it's just like she's like, is this like what does happiness look like? Like, are they happy? Did this thing do this? And then she's having some family drama. She always feels she's kind of like the black sheep of the family. But I'm engaged enough in both of the boys she's kind of sparring with. I'll say like I always say I always fall for the wrong romance. I always do. I always fall for the same romance type like without fail. Fall for the person in the romance that like they have known for years and they have known for decades, and that is the romances I tend to like because I think it's like more like development and like you can like kind of tell like oh well when they were younger and stuff like that or like over the years, but that romance is never chosen. Like it's never chosen in a lot of the book series I read. It's always the new and shiny guy. I always say, or the new and shiny person, I guess I'll say. But I am really liking this one, and I'm curious to see how it ends. I also just like how she's really breaking out of her comfort zone and just being more social and being more friendly, which is really important. But you also have some like I wouldn't say disability rep, but there's like a character in here named Jane who has scarring on her arm from a bad car accident, and you can even see like her guards coming down with Emma, and that's really cool. I'm just really enjoying it. I'm happy that I wanted to pick it up. And it's been nice because I haven't read anything in a few days because I was organizing like a mad woman. But yeah, I'm really liking it. I will update you guys when I read about 50 more pages and give you guys my thoughts then. There's always going to be a moment where the book collapses. I always wait for that. I hope it's not too tragic. We will see. I'll report back when I read a little bit more. Bye, guys. I just wanted to do another quick check-in. It's 9:08. I am on page 169 out of 215. Really liking this book. Again, this is a character that reminds me of myself because I am super socially awkward in relationships and I don't realize anyone's like emotions. Like I just if someone's flirting with me, I literally have no clue. And I feel like that's how Emma is. It's not like I don't understand people's emotions. I'm just very oblivious sometimes. Like I do not that's not where my head goes. So like I'm very good at being friends with people, but sometimes other stuff goes over my head. But I do like that like the conversation being had about like, can you know someone's gonna be right for you and you never know. But I just like Emma as a character. I really like her. I think she's like very a different type of Emma than I've watched or read before. I haven't read a whole lot of Emma retellings. I don't think I've read any. This might be my first one. But normally in like movies and TV shows, she's very like on point and she's very, specific and she's like very type A. She is very type A, but she's type A in a very different way. And I'm really liking that. But you can also see it with her, her what's his name? I know in the web series his name was Alex. But like I just can't think of his name right now. But he's very like, he's also like, they're like the two worst people to be in this situation with because they're both really really bad at communicating with each other, and that's the type of miscommunication trope that I actually sort of enjoy because they're both struggling. It's not like one that's like really having drama, but they both are. So I'm really enjoying that. I'll probably update you guys when I get up to like 200 pages. Well, we'll see. And then I'll give you guys another quick update. I might actually film tonight because I have two more videos I need to film, and I have a thing about starting books when I know I won't finish them in the year. So that might be something I do. I don't know. I will see how long this takes me to finish, but off I go back to watching my endless YouTube queue. I got it down to 100, so that's pretty good. Talk to you guys in a bit. Bye. Checking back in. It's almost 9:40. I did wind up reading a little bit more. I'm on chapter 30, which is page 187 according to my Kindle. There always comes a moment in most contemporary books where there's a big explosion, everything goes wrong, the character is all isolated, all alone, and it's the saddest part of the book. It's so sad for the character, and you really, really feel for the character. Some characters I feel for more. I really do feel for Emma in this book. I really do. I mean, I feel for the side characters as well, especially poor Hannah. But yeah, I'm just curious to see how it's gonna wind up. Like, I know how the Emma myth winds up, but there's always a twist and a turn that you don't necessarily expect. So yeah, I have, let me see. I don't know if it tells me. I have 36 minutes left in the book, which means I should be done by like, maybe like 10:40, something like that. So I'm gonna go back to reading. I'll update you guys when I can, and yeah. Well, you know what? I'll update you guys when I get to like page 200, because then I barely will have 15 pages left, and we'll see how I'm feeling. Talk to you guys in a bit. Hey friends, Lori here. I'm back to wrap up this reading vlog. It is 11:30, so I have a half an hour before the ball drops. This reading vlog was weird, y'all. If you guys got to the end of this reading vlog, I am so impressed with you guys because there's not a lot of reading that got done in this. It was just me being super exhausted and super stressed out that I couldn't get my errands done. So if you guys get to the end of this reading vlog and you're still watching, type what is the first book that you are reading in the new year in the comments, and I will congratulate you for getting to the end of this reading vlog because I feel like nothing much happened other than me just complaining that I couldn't get my errands done fast enough. But I did finish reading A Code of Love and Heartbreak by Gillian Cantor, which I really like. That was an Emma Woodhouse retelling. That was my last read of the year. So I really hope you guys have liked this reading vlog. It was very, very weird. Not what I normally do. I will be back to, I'm actually doing a 24-hour or 48-hour reading vlog tomorrow to kick off 2021 right. I hope you guys will join me for that reading vlog when I post it. You guys will also be seeing the tail end of Bookmas, which is a lot of planned videos you guys are about to see, which is I've been frantically filming these past 2 days, which is why I've been so stressed out. I hope you guys like those videos, and I will see you guys for my next reading vlog. Bye, guys!